Yo, what's up, everybody? It's episode 269 of VarangianLP. Nice. And I have unmuted everyone else. And we're back for D&D.
D&D.
We're still here. I mean,
somehow.
Yeah, 20th level boss fight is what it is. But none of us are dead. So that's cool.
We do have this.
None of us are dead yet. So
we do have this enormous Venn diagram of death and pain.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going off over
and there
here.
is still like an archdemon or something. I don't know what type it is.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You have successfully pushed back the 3 admirals that were in charge of this little shindig, but a servant is still present and currently has your cleric in his sneaky grasp on top on the roof of the cathedral church.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Hey.
Fire Admiral and Ice Admiral left, and left behind unpleasant areas to be. Good luck to all of you down there on the ground. I'm on the roof. I'm perfectly safe, except for the giant demon that will kill me after it kills the cleric.
So I believe the lyrics go, first there was fire, then there was smoke, then that preacher man was hanging from a rope.
That sounds like those could be lyrics.
I don't actually remember the name of the song.
I think it's Dead Man's Poison.
That's the one. Yeah.
Okay. Glad one of us is cultured enough to get the references one of us is making.
All right. Looks like it is, in fact, speaking of the cleric, it does look like it is Kit's turn.
All right.
All right.
There's a roiling sea of magma directly beneath you.
Well lit magma.
Very fiery end if you just let yourself fall. That's all I'm saying.
Hmm. All right. So I've got a plan B. If the game stops being fun. So I'm going to cast a spell that I imagine. Well, we'll see if it works. I attempt to cast Sunbeam, which is a level 6 spell.
Ooh.
Let me check my mini sheet to see how much of what he has left. Let me see if you're allowed to cast that or not. Have fun.
Kit looks towards the magma.
Oh.
Am I just not hot enough?
Yeah, I think he's a bit pissed with things hurting him right now. He's been stabbed in the back, lit on fire with black flames.
Demons are always pissed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he'll go ahead. Does he need to roll to counter?
Well, it depends on what spell level he casts at, I think. Because if he just does a standard one, then it would be a level 3, I think, and then he'd have to roll. But if he cast it at level 6.
So if his counter spell slot is always 9th level, then no, he doesn't have to roll. But
Yeah.
It doesn't specify. I'm going to say he has to roll, but I'm also. It's
whatever
dice?
it's the dice plus whatever his spellcasting modifier is.
Okay.
I don't know if he's int, whiz, or but importantly, it doesn't add proficiency, so the saving throw number wouldn't be the number to roll. It's just the base ability modifier.
That looks like a 26 to me.
That probably.
That would counter a 16th level spell.
I wasn't planning on using that slot, Jeremiah, but would it be okay if I use my 17th level slot?
But then the whole realm
I
would,
meant to say it before.
the entire plane would then fall apart, though. So you better not.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think
If it wasn't your mother's church.
No, I mean like
That guy would be sorry.
this dimension would break.
I think a 17th level spell is a good way to ignite the world and burn everything the way that you want
Yeah.
to.
That's what Kit's imagining he's doing as the spell doesn't work.
Yeah, there was some weird stuff.
Shakes off the disassociation.
Quick, Francis, use your many spell slots to cast counterspell.
I did not bother to take counterspell.
That's okay.
Not enough slots for that kind of thing.
That was my thought, and then I've so far used one spell slot with this character for the entirety of his existence. So I could have.
Hey, nobody got the slots for that. Wait, no, you did.
The only problem is in this particular boss battle, a lot of the high level craziness has been non-spell abilities. So I've tried to counter a lot of things that haven't been counterable.
Yeah.
I don't really have much for my bonus action, so I will end my turn on that.
You got any potions?
Ooh.
Well,
Using inventory? Forbidden.
I do have this potion of annihilate demons.
Yeah, you might want to use it later, you know?
Say this potion of Tensor's transformation.
Yeah.
I only have one healing potion left, and I will save that
That's
for.
fair.
I'm in a position to be hit, but I've relatively not been struck down too much since the mass heal that happened. But with that, I will end my turn. I just look at the demon and I go, a real man would fight me on the ground, pointing at the magma.
He's immune to fire.
I still will say that statement.
Okay.
You
I
two
do-
Why would a
evil
demon
couple
want to be
behind
a
you.
man?
I do love the two winged creatures saying, "Be a man and fight me on the ground."
Yeah. And that will end my turn.
Sounds good. I've lost track of which Retta this is. Oh, here.
I mean, the only way to...
This is
So the real Red is back on the ship. The simulacrum Retta dropped down last time, but because of the myriad of things that I have to keep track of, I had forgotten to proc his contingency. So that's why he's not down right
Yeah.
now.
Good.
So these big Ven things, are any of them doing anything to me up on the roof here?
Ice is affecting you still.
Okay, so what do I need to do about that right now?
Yeah, because it's a column.
Right.
Probably leave there.
Well, I want more. I'm asking if I'm making saving throws or what's happening, or if it's
You're-
just
You are making a con saving throw.
Is that beginning or end of turn?
Beginning.
Oh, goody.
okay. So 18.
18 total.
Yep.
Cool. Let me grab some dice.
This encounter has really made me realize how much I neglect saving throws whenever I
Yeah.
build a character.
Yeah, honestly,
It takes really focusing on saving throws to get them up there. Like if you're not building a monk or a paladin.
Mug is an idiot, but the way I built him is actually very resilient because I took the feat that gives you proficiency with dex saves,
Yeah.
Nice.
which
So
also
you're cool.
upped my AC by 1.
Your simulacrum is currently taking 45 cold damage,
Okay.
So
and your
up.
speed is reduced to half.
Okay. So moving down towards the. All right. So there's cold is the blue one. There's lava stuff. That's the red one. What's the yellow one?
The yellow one is Aki's concentrated
Aki.
area of call
Yeah.
lightning.
Okay.
Yellow
cool.
is safety.
And the
Or at
red
least friendly.
only on the ground level, not on the ceiling. So like where Caleb is safe,
Well-
even though it's in the red.
Yeah.
But the blue is a column.
The blue is everywhere. Blue is
Yeah.
a column, but red
Red
is
The red
a
is the floor lava.
disc.
Are either of the lava or cold things considered standing magical effects?
For what purpose?
Dispel,
For
I would think.
dispelling them.
Yes. I think that would be possible. It's from an item, so it's a fairly high DC, but it's not undoable.
Oh, okay. So let's see. Village broadcasting DC. So that's
Yeah, 20th level. My saves are strength 12,
uh,
dexterity 9.
So I will
Constitution
attempt to dispel the cold area of effect here.
Nice.
So that's the effect that I'm choosing within range. It's higher than the level 3 effect, so I'm gonna make a roll. Using your spell casting ability. DC plus the spell's level. 10 plus the spell's level. So what level of spell is this considered? 9, 8, less?
It is not a epic level spell, if that's what you're referring to.
So
Yeah, for the dispel magic, how you determine the DC is 10 plus the whatever the equivalent level spell would be.
Probably I would say at least 8. So let's go with 8. 18 there.
Oh,
Okay. Plus, oh yeah, I got exactly an 18. Beautiful. If it had been a 9, I wouldn't have gotten it. But bye blue.
you're gone. Search
Yeah.
for clues elsewhere.
All right.
The
And-
frigid cold and the violent clashing of the two auras vanishes as you manage to dispel the chilling effect. As you dispel it, you notice a small orb that was at the center of the effect kind of start breaking and vanish into dust.
All right, and then I am going to use my bonus action to quaff a potion and hang out up here.
What's Real Retta doing?
Well, the ship is getting shot at from over that way. But things are starting to look a little better over this way. Oh, wait, I know what I can do. What is that spell called?
Oh no.
What is that spell called?
This is one of the most terrifying experiences you can have as a DM. Is Cragness remembering something he has planned.
I don't think it's something he's planned. I think it's something he's just remembering, which might be even scarier.
I mean, you have to do some amount of planning for it to be on your spell list.
Yeah, that was where I was going from. But.
Yeah. Okay. I am going to cast. My ship is just up there on the upper left of the thing behind the wall, and I am going to protect our ship with a casting of Wind Wall.
Yeah. Ranged attacks at disadvantage if they have to pass through the wind wall.
Actually, Wind Wall deflects them automatically.
Even better.
Ooh.
You're thinking of warding wind.
I am thinking of warding wind.
Wind Wall just deflects regular arrows, bolts, and other ordinary projectiles launched at targets behind the wall are deflected upward and miss automatically.
Boulders hurled by giants or siege engines and similar projectiles are unaffected, though.
Yeah, so it depends on what, I guess maybe these things might be considered I guess that is a good question. What do I know about whether or not they would be considered siege engines?
I mean, yeah, cannons would be classified as siege engines. I will still say that will be enough to give you it's like does the wind wall stay with you?
No, I'd have to stay in this position.
I will say that
but I could just do the warding wind. It just doesn't affect as large an area.
Say at this extreme range, obviously the vagaries of the wind have to be brought into consideration for any kind of long distance shot.
I'm thinking it would count as disadvantage and cover.
Okay.
Ooh.
Hey, that's very generous.
Yeah.
So I will.
These are cannonballs. They can't stop it completely
Yep.
stop by wind, but they can, especially at range, definitely be influenced.
Yep. So that's what Retta's doing, is throwing down some protection for the ship for this turn. So
Passing some wind.
that's me.
Okay. Well, then we have some cannonballs coming your way because it's initiative count 20 now.
Okay. So disadvantage and then whatever plus to what level of cover?
I'm sure I didn't decide that. Let me take a look at them and see what seems.
Partial or 3/4, +2 or +5.
Half is +2, 3/4 is +5.
What level spell was it?
Wind Wall is a 3rd level spell, so not very high.
I would say, excuse me, half cover then.
Okay, so +2 to my AC.
Excuse me. First shot is a total of 16.
So that'll miss.
Second, well, it's not a shot. The second set of shots is a little bit lower, 13. No, that's not a crit. And a third miss.
All right.
Disadvantage is really good lifting for you there.
Woo.
Mug's mother will go. Yeah, my son. The others have finished gathering everything they can. Most have have left by now. It is time for us to do so as well. The clouds are lifting, and the defenses all everywhere are being breached. You have shown yourself to be incredibly powerful. I am very proud of you. May the fires of Kasuth destroy your enemies and keep you warm at night. We will turn and, as you've seen many times in the past, disappear in a flash of black flame. She is withdrawn.
All right. We have successfully allowed Mother to exfiltrate.
I guess that's it. Then I'm gonna have to leave.
Yeah. You hear a chuckle from behind you and feel a sensation of falling.
Well,
Let me look again what lava damage does again.
kills you very quickly.
Several D10, as I recall. It's in the
Like
improvised
10
damage.
D10.
But it depends if you're wading or submerged.
Kazuko will protect his kit's mind. And I'm like, well, there we go.
Dungeon Master's Guide. There it is. Control F. Lava.
Here we go.
Only 14 times in the whole book.
18 D10 fire damage. If you're fully submerged.
You know,
I suppose that's what.
He's absolutely ducking you under.
Okay.
Since I don't have that 20 D10s, I don't want to do the math. Out comes the dice calculator.
Don't like it.
That is 91 points of fire damage.
Oh, is that all?
so with resistance, that would be
45?
45.
You're also taking 9. Nope, clear. 9d6 falling damage.
45.
31.
How much falling damage?
31.
31. All right.
Total 26 damage so far.
And he's just gonna start fighting you some more.
It's from the lava, he just hears, "My God smiles on me. Can you say the same?" This is tepid to me.
Say, start looking for my ranged accoutrement.
One of those is a miss. Two of those are almost certainly hits. With the lower being a 35. What is your AC currently?
22.
22. Go ahead and make me a pair of Constitution saving throws, if you would.
All right.
As you take 2 sets of 23 piercing damage.
Still alive.
Say that's
Oh.
46 is less than 56. Live, damn you!
I got a 19 for both.
That is less than the 23 you were looking for.
Mm.
Well, it's mathematically, sure, but from certain perspectives.
Depends on the frame of reference for the numbers.
Sorry, but how much did you take the damage already?
I did.
Okay.
Bonus.
I was like, I don't know if I was at 10 yet, but I know I'm getting there.
You were taking 11 poison damage for each of those failed saves.
All right.
Your name disappears from the book on the first instance
Yeah,
of poison
it's
damage.
an unfortunate mathematical.
I don't know if you have anything else to say. Oh, I just deleted my own name from the book. That's not correct.
That was so noble of you.
Yeah, if I could do that,
That'd be very sweet. But
Francis wouldn't, but I would.
So yeah, I didn't put Death Ward on myself.
Okay.
It's on Aki and it's on whichever one of the monk it is, which might not be a monk at this point.
So you're at. What I'm hearing is you're at 1 failed death saving throw right now.
No, because he would have gone to 1 from the first damage, and then the second damage would have knocked him from 1 down to 0.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're
So
correct. Thank you.
He's at 0, and will begin to immolate very soon.
I'm not dead yet, though.
Yeah.
But you guys were leaving, so
Yeah, I'm. We could just go.
As you look over the sea of, or this little pool of lava, and see a demon happily feasting on some blood.
My God, it's like Dunkaroos.
Very spicy.
Mm.
Anyway, you're no longer in an ice cold aura, so you may take your move there. Eddie.
Yeah.
If you need a key to drop form for the sake of being able to carry it somewhere, she would.
Well, that
Could probably wall
lady
run
through the
it.
lava will kill Aki quite quickly.
She's still got her barrier ring and all
I
of her
mean,
health.
just
You
get
have
on
part
the
of
just get on
barrier.
the wall and you'll be fine. It'll just take longer to get over there, I guess.
Yeah, he'll be quite dead by the time I get there. At that rate.
It's not that
He'll
far.
be fine.
Just. Nope, that's not the thing I wanted to click.
this is like the death that Kit dreams about.
I know.
Mm,
Like,
That's
I
why
almost,
I have to deny it to him.
I almost don't want to save you because of that.
You just see somebody whose eyes are closed like a sleeping baby.
Oh dear, where?
Not to say that was my goal of the interaction.
No?
But I respect the hustle.
Just a second. Nope. Yeah, I don't have any way to save you. That's annoying.
Mm. I mean, you are a pugilist. You're more renowned for doing the murder than the support.
Yeah. It's one of those ones where if I was the monk,
Mm.
then I'd have the movement to get to you.
Mm.
Can you just go, Henry, take the wheel?
Jesus, take the wheel.
Hey Jeremiah, can I go Henry take the wheel?
I can get him out of the lava.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Oh, I say if
Yeah,
you
he
More so
doesn't
the
take
question
damage
is-
until his turn again.
What would it take to get Henry to take the wheel?
That is a more interesting question. It would be quite the nice capstone of the twins' relationship if they got to the point where they would willingly relinquish control to each other.
I'm not opposed to the idea, but it will require you to wade through a great deal of lava.
Well,
that's
not if you.
that's what the unarmored movement run on top of things is for. If lava is a liquid.
It's still very hot.
Well, you can also run on the wall and then like leap across the corner. You know, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm anticipating to take damage.
I do think. I mean, if you want to call lava liquid, which is typically what video game logic does, I would expect it to do less damage, but still do damage.
Well, Water Walk, I think, explicitly talks about lava still causing you pain if you walk across it.
I would probably go with submerged a hand or foot in lava level of damage, even with something like that active. Which 3d10 is a lot better than the 18d10 that it just got handed.
True.
Say. Just lining things up here. Yeah, okay.
You still have a death ward, too.
Yep. That's the wall. Say, I'd like to avoid being in the water in the lava, I should say, for as long as possible. Yeah, that would only put me briefly in the lava. So I'm only running for a little bit.
A mere 30 feet.
Yeah. You said 3d10 for that, Jeremiah, of damage?
Yes.
Okay.
What will you be doing once you are there?
Do you know, I have the idea, whether or not it... There we go. There's some jumping involved. I have 1 charge left of Thunderstep.
Okay.
Mhm.
Which, now that I say that out loud, I suddenly have the thought that saving what's Kit with lightning powers from his fiery death is so much very fun. So yeah, if Jeremiah will allow it, then Eddie will take off running, and he'll smash himself in the chest. Get the fuck out here, Doctor! There'll be a stumble, and then his maximum hit points will drop by a fair bit. He'll suddenly lose 70 max hit points. Run along a wall. Take a flying leap from here to land next to Kit. Which, how much damage am I taking, Jeremiah?
Let's find out. I do have the D10s for that.
See, I'm here for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's 23.
Ow.
You also notice that as you, on getting closer, Kate is still very much grappled at the moment.
Okay. That's fine. Now say, I will grab Kit by the collar and knock my knuckles together to cast Thunderstep. To teleport us both out of there.
Teleport away from a creature that has counterspell and just had its turn, getting its reaction back.
Oh.
Can it counter an item?
The item is casting the
If-
spell.
If you cast a spell with an item.
Oh yeah, it did just have its turn. Oh well.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Is it going to counterspell me?
What do you think? Good looks at him. That's
Been a dick so far.
It's
I'm used at the possibility of being that kind of a dick, but no, it is actually out of those spell slots.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Learning has occurred.
2 things. 1, the doctor definitely wouldn't have known that one way or the other. And 2, gambles can sometimes pay off.
So as you leap forward, you see a motion you recognize as a counterspell going on. Eddie looks down confused and realizes he's been at this for quite some time today. Excuse me. So your thunder step goes off.
Yay.
How far do you get with that?
That can get me 90 feet. Which was why I was pulling us over to here.
Okay.
And it rather pathetically has to make a DC 16 con save. I think it'll be fine.
It has a. I'll go ahead and just say this. It has a modifier of 15.
It can still
Okay,
fail.
then
It didn't
in-
do that one, so.
I'll say, instead of taking 16 thunder damage, it will take 8.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you have a poisoned cleric. While I'll also be nice to and say isn't currently covered in burning lava.
Okay,
Let's see what
that
happens
has
there.
been my action, my bonus action, and so much movement.
Francis,
Oh,
what are you
yeah.
up to?
Good shit.
I mean, Python has been at this a while. How are they looking?
Like, they've taken a lot of damage, but also been repairing themselves each round.
Well, that's
So, you want to make a medicine check?
sure. That is a natural one. This man is not. This is the healthiest demon there's ever been.
The lava is rejuvenating him. It's like a spa.
Well,
He's
that's-
certainly getting spell slots back right now.
Okay, excellent. Well, I will creep up to the edge of the roof so I have line of sight, and then I will just eldritchly blast him 8 times and then run away.
I approve.
I don't remember if we figured out the number for this man yet. Does a 29 hit him?
It will, yes.
All right, 2 hits so far. Those are both higher than 29, so 4 hits so far.
Mhm.
That is a total of 20. I'm going to guess that misses.
20 will in fact miss.
That's 5 hits so far, and then more than the number that I rolled earlier. So 7d10 and plus 35. 42, 51, 57, 62 force damage. Then I run away to the other side of the roof.
62.
That's my turn.
The ridiculousness of it. All right.
Illusionist bracers and Eldritch Blast are
Mhm.
a fun thing.
It's a very powerful item.
Yeah.
Good shit.
This is welcome to why Francis has not used his spell slots,
Yep. Exactly.
because it's never been as good as just doing that.
Hmm.
Now's your chance. Summon a demon to fight him.
I mean, I do have Summon Fae prepared.
Bug.
Yes. I don't really know what to do. Not really much I can do.
Now you know how I felt 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like we're both melee characters.
How
Yeah.
far can you throw things?
Can I offer you a nice egg in this trying time? You can throw it at him.
I have plenty of things to throw. And guns.
To throw.
Yeah. I mean, probably better off throwing them, but... I'm gonna drink a health potion. So I heal 5.
Nice.
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 I got my potion to stay alive.
Effectively 10 now that the ignores damage reduction people are gone.
Let's see. I don't think any of my items are magical. Was it? It probably needs magical damage. I'm not sure though.
To harm him?
I could throw some stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, well, yeah. At this point, I don't know. Like, are we killing him still? Are we withdrawing? Like, not
Well,
even
I
sure.
mean, we're here for you.
We were here for my mom, and she left. So,
Yeah, she's
So-
gone.
like,
I think in some ways it's up to you.
I mean,
You
yeah,
know
there's,
that everything valuable from this place has been taken with it.
yeah. Well, yeah, Mug doesn't make decisions. Captain, what do we do?
Is our job done, Mug?
Well, I guess Mom's okay. I thought we would take her with us, but she's gone. I mean, that is like her. So, she's gone. We better go.
Well then, I will return us to the ship.
I guess other than we already took this much HP out of it, so we could keep trying to, but... I mean, I'll still throw some shit at him as we leave.
Yeah. Sounds like that's the end of that. Aki, what are you going to do?
Bonus action healing word.
Is that it?
And look at how he nicely just barely is in the area for calling.
Oh, I see. Let me know what you're throwing and what damage you're talking about there. Bug.
Yeah, a 22 and a 29 to hit. Or wait, no, there's disadvantage. A miss and a miss.
Okay.
I'm so used to having advantage. A 17 and a 16 probably both miss.
They will both miss, yes.
Cool.
So he needs to make a dexterity saving throw. Was it just a regular call lightning that's
I
base level?
assume so. I don't remember.
I know I'd cast it at higher when I was here. I just don't know if it was still higher. Because
Let's make it higher.
I wrote it down for myself somewhere. Concentrating on call lightning 5th level is what I have written on my sheet.
That's a 24 for him.
Okay, so he has it. 5th level from 3rd would be 2 extra dex, so it's 5 down. Lame. That's lame. 16. Have to 8. Want.
Damage is damage.
How much did you heal for? I assume it's cleric you were healing, or was it
Yes, it was a
Eddie?
bear.
Mug gets back how many hit points?
I can't see mod. Because I rolled a 1, he gets 6.
Yay.
Live.
Is it everyone? The parties intend to escape at this point?
Oh, very much so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, she said there's nothing left here, so...
I think we could stick it out, but I don't make decisions.
I mean, I guess the decision is like, we've killed things just because it's bad to leave something like this on the loose before.
True.
But
Yeah, I mean, Francis has no dog in this fight, one way or the other. So, I as a player think that we could.
you could also shoot it with harpoons, maybe.
Francis, kill it with your electric blast.
I was trying.
I guess it
but
also
if
depends.
we're leaving, let's leave.
If you want to finish the fight, we can definitely do that.
No. If people want to leave, let's leave. It's not my intention to be a stick in the mud. I just want it said. I think we could have won this if we stuck it out.
Yes. Would you kindly make me a? You'll take 2 sets of 11 damage.
All right, poisoned.
Would you kindly make me a pair of Constitution saving throws?
All right.
Return.
What about during his turn? He's up.
One,
His turn he takes damage.
Plain.
one's a dirty 20 and one's a 6.
That is less than the 25 that you needed, or
Yeah, if I didn't roll a nat 20, it would be...
so you were down again with one
Down.
saving throw.
Down to 0 with 1 failed death save.
Did that happen at the beginning of my turn or the end of it?
Poison happens at the beginning. The saves happen at the end.
Okay.
Retta, how are we escaping? Or are we killing? It's up to
I
you.
can. I have one last. I have. Simulacrum Retta has a 7th level spell slot that she can use on teleport to snag the group of us and plop us back on the ship.
Nice.
Isn't. Oh, wait.
Am I misremembering something?
Teleport's only got a range of 10 feet.
Does the? I thought it was sight.
Creatures you can see within range, but the range is listed as 10 feet.
Oh, I just saw the with creatures
Yeah.
you can see,
Yeah.
and then the version I was looking at, it within range was on the next line down.
Yeah.
But I can.
You can like get down to the group and ready it, and then we just have
Yeah,
to live until Aki and Francis can get in the zone. Auto zone.
get in the zone. You are that sized. Yeah. All right. So I will. Yeah, I will move over here, and I got to get down where people can get close to me. So I will jump.
Oh,
Oh dear.
fine. Simulacrum knees are made out of water. They can't break.
You take 9d6 falling damage. I'm going to say I have something to mitigate that.
Oh no, I'm good. So I'll
Yeah, that's what I was kind of fearing.
all right. Let's see. Okay, and then I will ready an action for when everybody is close enough to me to.
That is 35 falling damage.
A flea bites.
All right.
Does the Retta on the other ship want to do anything else in particular?
No, right now she's just waiting for people to come back, and
Just because it might matter. How far away is the ship?
it's just on the other side of the wall here. So
Like, okay, like less than 200 feet.
yeah.
Yeah, it's nearby.
Okay. What does the demon do?
First, is the wind wall still up on the ship?
Yep.
That one might hit. That's a 20.
A 20 will hit.
That's 9.
Okay.
That one's
Does that-
a 16.
Okay, so one hit.
How many are 20 damage?
20.
Yes.
All right, so that manages to get over the damage threshold, rocking another spell, repair spell.
Sounds good. Notice his turn. What?
We still have you there, Jeremiah?
Yep. I'm looking down his depleted list of abilities. I think what he will do next is...
He's got a cathedral to desecrate.
fly up here.
Couldn't even kill one bird. He hears in his mind.
What's the actual speed there? Yes. He is absolutely dripping in lava.
Cool.
I mean, scooped underneath it on his way up.
He'll do some extra fire damage then, right?
That is his general idea.
Nice.
However, with a mere 90 feet of flying speed, it will take him his dash to get up there.
Oh. Hello? Aren't you terrifying?
Aren't you delicious looking?
I think that's the closest thing to a compliment I've gotten in a very long time. Thank you.
He says that to everybody.
Have we determined if he can be pushed?
He was basically up against the wall, so it only would have pushed him 5 feet from
He
the.
can definitely be baited.
I in a
He
previous
could
round,
be.
I did push him across the courtyard, so he can.
Okay, so he can
he
be
was-
pushed. So
but
he
he
can
was
be pushed out of what's it called? Attack of opportunity range, and then you can leg it.
We'll
Yeah,
find
I
out.
mean, I don't need to do that, but yes.
Sorry, I'm thinking it's a melee character.
You are. I'm still concentrating on far step.
Anyway, speaking of, it is the Punchy Man's turn.
Yep, the punchy man who has sacrificed actually quite a bit of his punchiness to be the doctor again.
Mm-hmm.
I can probably tell Kit is poisoned, yes?
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's not subtle by any means.
Okay. I'm looking through my gear. Because I have many potions. I just don't seem to have any of cure poison.
Does that potion exist?
I'm sure there are antidotes somewhere.
Yeah.
I suppose any potion can be.
Like anti-toxin or something.
Actually, I think there is in
Anti-venom.
the player's handbook.
There's a
the
specific item.
Oh yeah,
It's,
antidote.
it's
yeah.
a bit like
Yeah.
a health
Yeah, we have
potion,
some
but it
on the
only
ship.
cures poison.
Yeah, say I've got a ton of them on the ship. I've just
We have some both in the doctor's office and on deck.
Oh, well over. When did I start playing this stupid game? Like 16 years. I've never seen anyone use one.
well, don't have one of those. Have a greater healing potion. So, what's the? It's 44 plus 4, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
Yeah, and it's an action to feed him one.
There's also lesser restoration, which we have a number of people that have access to that spell.
Yeah.
Including one who's unconscious.
Including the one that is in fact unconscious.
Yep.
Theoretically, all I have to do is get him about 22 hit points.
That's a real good roll, but it's not 22 hit points good.
Oh,
It's,
I mean, you would. You'd know that Kit had famously only had 2 potions, of the supreme healing kind, and drank one of them. And has the other in his pocket.
I am a mastermind rogue. May I use his supreme healing potion instead?
Sure.
Cool.
Would you-
Tom, what the fuck goes into a supreme healing potion?
It's 10d4 plus 20, I think.
10d4 plus 20. So I will. Okay. Hey, Tom. Instead of 17 hit points, and I will keep my potion, take 49 hit points.
Awesome. A lot of blood comes splurting out like a lot of black ichor, and then just some regular blood. But it still
Say,
doesn't
drink
look
up.
good.
Now, say you come to Henry, just like pouring it into. Drink up, there, preacher man. No dying for you just yet.
Man, Soof really wants me to stick around with you guys. That would have been perfect. As he looks at the magma, like,
Now, say I will use my bonus action to activate the ape form, and then I will drag the cleric up next to Retta. Whenever you're ready, second captain.
Well, is everybody within range? No.
It is Francis's turn.
It's
Speaking of people who aren't in range.
goes next turn.
I will use a bonus action to teleport 60 feet.
You do this.
And then I will use the broom to fly the rest of the vertical distance down.
Mhm.
And then I will ready an action to eldritchly blast the man if he appears over the edge of the roof.
Hmm.
Just to try to muck with his line of sight as much as possible.
Well, as soon as you get here, I will go ahead and.
I think Mug is technically 5 feet out of.
I
It's
can-
fine. It was also Mug's turn, so he could step closer.
Exactly. Like that.
Now we will go.
Zoom.
Just ding, one step.
So this is more Eddie's sort of thing, but
And you find yourselves back on your ship, still very much in the middle of a now somewhat burning town.
I say there is what could quite reasonably be called a war going on.
But there's, excuse me, the streets are empty, devoid of any enemy or neutral life. At some point during the fight, it seems an all-out shelling of the island began. But between your wards and your wind wall and other resources, you were able to escape Burning Island. And you survived. With even larger bounties on all of your heads now.
But the Mug Mother is safe. That's the important.
Bug finds later on after he's... Does he shrink down to dolphin size, or is this his full size now?
No, I go down to large.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. At some point, as things settle down on the ship, I imagine Kate gets the desperately needed medical attention. Oh, that was not the button I wanted. Wishful thinking. You do find a fully symboled Kasuth on your person that wasn't there earlier.
Mm.
Mug's skin is just like black and cracked and like he looks very burned.
Oh yeah.
That was the hottest fire I ever felt.
But congratulations, you survived current best attempts to kill you.
Henry is just going to sit there holding his hands, going, "How hard did Eddie hit that thing? Oh God!
Very, and many times.
Oh, they're not broken, but they could be."
Hmm. Well, I think that went rather well.
Certainly.
None of us are
I was
dead.
hoping we could destroy a few more boats along the way, but we'll have plenty of time for that later.
Well-
No doubt they'll be sending folks after us after something like that.
Well,
Oh,
my people's home was always the seas. You just need a spot to land and fix your boat, so I guess we'll find a new one.
What does the party do after this?
what does this mean in that sentence?
Yeah.
Next.
What is the party's future? What how do we want to wrap up the story?
What is the party's epilogue? Is the
Ah.
question.
Let's start with, what does Retta end up doing after this?
Red would most likely, I mean, she's a member of a long-lived species. There's no real hurry for her to really get on with anything at this point. And is very capable, would probably continue to captain the pirate ship, be anti-navy and pro, dwarf, supportive of the dwarven free nations. We still own and lease an entire island to the dwarves.
I mean, since we were kind of involved in the Mad Pirate King's death a couple of arcs ago, there's a vacancy.
Oh yeah, Retta certainly does believe that after this, that the Navy would likely be a bit more aggressive about targeting her. And since she's done the whole solo pirate arc, Pirate Admiral seems like the next best solution. So, getting a fleet together, especially if we have Mug's family now sort of pushed into the high seas.
Yeah, they could
and
definitely
dwarves
join forces for a
Still
while.
being anti-navy, they might not be piratey, but they're certainly anti-navy. So there's some common ground to be found there for certain missions. And would continue playing up her relationship with the prophet, the sea god's prophet and that prophetess, that kind of stuff. So
I like the idea that all of the basic crew members that were hired back in the day that we've been overpaying the entire campaign get promoted to captain in this.
Get their own ships.
Fleet. Yeah.
I like the idea of Mug having a ship, but his ship just follows the captain's ship and does exactly what the captain's ship does.
It's just much bigger.
It's just a galleon that does
the equivalent
that
of
tries
walking
to
a
follow.
bulldog.
I think
Excellent.
once Kit recovers, at some point, he just kind of walks out of he's sort of doing his morning flight, and he's kind of after this point been kind of confused why he's still alive. From to his perspective, crew had nothing to do with it. It was just still got time. I'll send one of these lesser gods to do like the way he's rationalizing it is that he has to have a reason, that it couldn't be that people liked him. Like that's stupid, ridiculous.
Certainly not.
Certainly not. This is divine intervention. And it's like one of those, he's kind of flying around and then he lands on the ship, and as he's kind of walking in a contemplation, there's like a group of the firebirds that so like basically not fully grown. Like it's like this is like the young like little chicklets saw him kill the main guy and we're just like, that's who we're gonna follow. And so followed there's still some on the island, but some have decided that Kit is gonna show them the way. So he just has these like firebirds that he starts teaching his methods to that are far more powerful than he is. But level 20, but still will become far more capable. But he has
Aerodactyl Air Force.
Yes. Who are all like wearing his robe, like they've made their own robe versions of his stuff. I think that's where his arc continues.
So he starts a new branch of the church.
In the skies.
In the skies.
What about our newest member, Francis?
I think Prance will probably stick around with the ship for a while, at least until port happens, until the ship docks it at like a civilized port, and Francis smells like actually well-brewed coffee. And then he'll realize, oh, I don't have to be here anymore. And he'll finally make it back to Volnir, and finally make it back to his academic advisor's office, where he will find that Professor Xantos is not in. And he'll have to go on a bit of a side quest and eventually end up at the bottom of the ocean, where his patron Merid, one of the spirits of the deep, and the Triton cult that it's been leading this entire time, that had once upon a time lobotomized Jim, have subtly just taken over that entire Triton kingdom with the help of a lot of zombies that were just walking along the seafloor for no apparent reason. So I imagine the last scene we see of Francis is him handing over his staff of the Archmage to Professor Xantos' clone, as Professor Xantos sort of lifts up Jim's spine that's been sort of reconstituted into like a magical artifact of sort of imbued storm magic as he and the Merid work to open the rift into the elemental plane of water a bit wider to let out some ancient behemoth that they're planning to control in some way. Basically the plot to the campaign for the Vampire Coast Pirates in Total War Warhammer 2. We want to let in a giant sea beast, kill it, and then make big zombie. So my characters are all just causing trouble down at the bottom of the ocean.
Well, I'm making the teenage mutant
Teenage Mutant Ninja
ninja
Pterodactyls.
firebirds.
Yeah, I go as far away from Tom as conceivably possible.
What about Bug? I know we mentioned that Bug is will certainly continue a support role for the captain.
How many dogs do you adopt in the meantime?
I have enough
An entire
dogs. I
pack
have
of
enough dogs.
wolves that follow the ship.
I was about to say, is your crew just awakened dogs, wolves, and other?
No.
Not a thumb
No.
amongst you.
Aki would awaken as many animals as he wanted her to.
You kind of need hands to sail a ship.
The doctor could help with that.
It's okay. I like people
That's not full metal,
too.
real quick.
It's fine. I like people. I'm not just gonna have animals. I may be dumb, but I'm not stupid. I mean, I am stupid too, actually, but.
A medical ship with like a druid cleric that's like, druid necromancer, some sort of druid necromancer cleric thing that's like building creatures and waking them up and then awakening them.
Oh, It's horrifying.
But yeah, I picture. Yeah, I like the whole idea of Mug's family or allied fleets from the island working with the ship or with the captain and doing. Yeah, so he's still devoted to the captain, but also, or the admiral, but having his family nearby is also makes him happy. And I picture, I don't know, eventually he'd probably do some of his own stuff. We just get a really good first mate. It helps
That
with
is the secret.
decision making.
It's a
I
secret.
guess
Have
there
a
has to be a little bit of an arc with Mug. So he finally learns that he instilled by his mother's words, he learns that, hey, maybe I can do my own stuff.
Oh yeah, and Retta's all for Mug doing more of his own stuff. Retta loves the story arc and the progress for individuals, and
Mug did make the call that, hey, we're done here, let's leave.
yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
So your first taste
Wait.
of command.
So he
Well,
broke
and he
his.
also sort of pushed for directly heading to Mom in the first place.
Is this gonna ruin Mug, or so I broke my ring of protection? What if someone put a headband of intellect on his head? Is that a good
God.
arc, or does that destroy the character? That's why I'm torn about it.
I mean, you can still be smart and still have the same,
That's fair.
MC, like your perspective doesn't have
You
to
also
be
can be
right.
intelligent
And we have so
choose.
and we have so much goddamn money, and Mug is so stupid.
Yeah.
Well, you have a lot of money.
You know what I like the idea of? It's a thinking cap. Whenever Mug needs to make a decision, he puts the headband of intellect on. Once he's made the decision, he takes it back off.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's the perfect way to do it.
I have.
He's
I have-
like, I don't
the
want
cap.
this all the time, but it's useful.
It's the captain hat. I don't have to ask the captain anymore. I just have to ask myself in the hat.
Miles, what are you
Perfect.
thinking?
I wasn't thinking anything. I was going to say we have a headband of intellect.
Oh, yeah.
It has been sitting in our loot pile for quite some time.
It was always an option.
We've done this at any time.
The real intellect band with the friends he made along the way.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's a good place to leave our big friend.
And then there were 2 or 3, depending on how you counted.
How about we get from the twins next?
Yeah, fair enough. Well, the twins do feel at least some degree of loyalty to the ship and the crew, but in the same way that Retta is extremely long-lived, they are of an extremely long-lived race, and they're considerably younger than Retta, so there's quite a bit of wandering still to do. They'll likely travel for a time with Aki. They'll probably, at the very least, call wherever Aki is, at least in part, home. But they will start to devote quite a bit of time to the developments of their own smaller scale fleet endeavor. Specifically, they will call it the Storm's Cove. And it is a smuggling fleet, specializing in illicit substances, illicit weapons, and the rescuing of refugees and slaves from the Navy and, pirates too, because, it's equal opportunity.
Everyone needs oars pulled.
Exactly. But
Except good people. We don't do that.
Any who wish to seek revenge on their former enslavers will be quietly directed towards the giant fuck-off ship that's, known as the Mug of Beer.
Nice people smugglers.
Well, it's people snuggling for the right reasons.
This
Because
is how
Underground Railroad type people smuggling.
I didn't mean that sarcastically. I meant that
no,
like.
I'm just being as clear as possible.
it's 100% an underground railroad that is funding itself by being an underground weapons and illicit substances dealer.
Mm-hmm.
Lord of War, but if he also saved people. And of course, disappearing for long lengths of time to go on adventures to find rare books with a key.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of, Aki.
I think Aki, she already technically has her own forged documents that she's made for herself that have never come up.
Mm-hmm.
But she knows documentation so well that I think her main job becomes just making documents for all of the people that we're rescuing from slavery.
Mm-hmm. Forgery.
Safe.
Hell yeah.
I say we will forge you an entirely new identity that no one can identify.
Yep.
Amazing how many landowners just popping up all over the place.
It's like those Oceans movies. We have so many specialists, and they all do their own thing, but every once in a while they come back together.
But I think that's the main thing that Aki does most of the time, and then she spends the rest of her time making restoring art that we can then sell on the black market. She's like, this is my big brother, and we're gonna do all the good things for people. And here's more stuff to sell so that we could save more people.
Absolutely. When we gut an aristocrat's manor and free his chattel, then there's significant looting to take place.
Yeah, you're only touching up the paintings. You're not forging entire copies. Never, you would never do that.
What we're forging is the bill of sale that lets us sell it on the open market.
True.
Although I think she probably also would wind up eventually start making her own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And almost all of it has fairies, just because.
You just forge the provenance of it. You say it's this famous painting.
Oh, what's terrible? She makes paintings and then pretends they were dead moms.
Oh.
Boo.
That is what her mom also did.
Oh, it's what her mom would have wanted her to do. We're good then.
Yeah, no,
in her honor.
Her mom was an artist.
There you go.
Nice.
A good way to immortalize her is to become a famous artist using your mother's name as your nom de guerre.
That's cool.
Or nom de art.
And any critic of Aki's art, suddenly their whole studio is burned to a crisp.
Which Aki knows nothing about.
No.
Oh.
But it happens every time.
I would say this consistent string of bad luck to anybody who criticizes. They're found in an alleyway with both of their knees broken.
If they're lucky.
Well, that's if Mug gets to them.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll break
Say
more
the
than
studio
these.
burns down. They drown on dry land.
A painting in every ship that is by Aki that's for whoever it is that's there. So there's a painting on Mug ships that is dogs playing poker. And
Exactly.
what was Retta's painting? Retta's painting is probably some kind of crazy incoming storm, where you can see the super still serene on one half and then you see the incoming storm on the other half. Francis would have gotten a painting if he hadn't fucked off so soon.
He probably gets a nice parcel in Volnir eventually.
Eventually.
Throw it in the ocean, it will find him.
Yes,
That's
the
what
6th
Jim
level
would do
spell,
with it.
Sailor's Bottle.
Ooh.
You toss an object into the ocean and name somebody, and next time they're near the ocean, it will wash up right in front of them.
I love that.
I think if there is a post-credit scene to this campaign, I just want it to be Jebedo's corpse frozen in the atmosphere, just orbiting.
Well, here I go.
Right. Fully, the eyes are still very conscious.
Oh, eyes conscious, but iris is dilated entirely. Man, as high as a kite.
He's loving every second.
Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations. Most of you survived.
5 characters.
Yeah, most of us.
And
Wait.
well learned.
Yeah.
When you're on a Seafaring campaign, you play a druid.
Or you better do it if
Yep.
you're the DM.
I mean,
Pro tip there.
basically, any game that gets to 20, if you play a druid, you'll be great.
I mean, any game in general, if you play a druid, you're going
It's
to
a
have
good
time.
class. Bottom line, it's a good class.
Man.
It's been a long time. How long
It
have
has
we
been
been
a
playing
long
this
time.
game?
I mean, I joined you guys before Jeremiah and I got married, so it's been over 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I think one of the first sessions I was in Cleveland in a hotel for training for a job I had like 3 jobs ago. So it's been a long ass time.
It was like, I guess, like 2019 or 20,
Yeah, it was
20, something like that.
before the dark times.
It was.
And then during
was-
the dark times.
It was
We were
before
doing
it was for Tom.
before it was cool.
I came in during the dark times.
Well, I believe next week. Do you think you'd be ready for something, Crystal? Or do you want?
I
Do
will.
you need more of a pause to learn more of the system?
I will do my best.
You'll do your best.
At the very least, I feel like we can have some like short interludes between the players whose
Mhm.
characters are there, and
Mm.
do a little intro session or something like that.
Yeah,
Alright.
makes sense.
We don't have to meet in a tavern for the first time.
No,
But we should. There are traditions to be upheld.
Tavern
Obviously.
prisonership is really my school of thought. But yeah,
All 3.
I
there
shipped
you
tavern
go.
prisons. Pregnus, you had plans.
Yeah. So
Mm.
at some point, I wanted to connect with you specifically about what stuff you think I should have, like to try to help me build the framework for the microscope game.
Oh, 0 framework. No prep. Just do it now.
Don't need really anything.
My opinion is that you don't need anything because the whole point of role building with microscope is to give the party the ability to make the framework.
Yeah.
The hard work comes in figuring out, okay, what of this is usable.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know there's
So
a
very
couple
little.
things that I know need to be in there, but they can. Yeah. So for my thing, the next thing that we would do would be play a game of microscope, and that can be really done whenever, and then that will give me the info I need to then prep the beginning of the first couple sessions of the campaign. So
Do you want to share like the set things you already have down so that people
yeah, I could do
keep
that.
in mind? Or like
Yeah, that's easy.
oh wait.
Yeah. So
I don't want to. I don't know.
the basic gist of it is I want to do something more traditional Dungeons and Dragons with a lower key in terms of like you guys aren't gonna be like saving the planet or
Right.
Right.
more lower stakes. That's the word my brain couldn't grasp there for a second. Lower stakes game stuff with a focus in on sort of the Fae and the Fae Wild
Ooh, cool.
stuff.
Like that.
Basically, at some point prior to the start of the campaign, there was an event. We can figure out exactly how long ago and the precipitating information with the microscope that caused the Feywild and the material plane to sort of become like coterminous, get all meshed together. And so like you got to be careful about like wandering across like distinct borders or through unmarked paths in the woods or whatever, because like it's much more likely that something strange will be happening, or we don't go in that forest. That is a Fey forest. It's on the material plane, but that is a Fey forest.
Cool.
And stuff like that. So depending on what people like, the longer it is ago, the more the world will have had a chance to adjust to it. The more recent that it would have been, would it be, more, there'd be some, that would be a semi-apocalyptic event in some ways. And so the sooner, the more recently that's happened, the more elements of that, like the entire order of the world has tipped over, whereas like if it's been a couple generations, like we've started working on how to make this work, and the longer ago it was, the more that it's just how things are. So depending on what elements, depending on where along that timeline you guys find the most enjoyment is where we could drop things. And then, I'm pretty open to, people that might want to do something. I could take a look at third-party stuff if people want to use third-party stuff for things. It also will open up the opportunity for certain abilities that aren't really overly useful in general. So, like, I know there's a couple of subclasses. I don't know if they've ever made it into published stuff or if they're just UA stuff that are like detecting portals and locking portals and like knowing about like where things are connected to the, that could come in handy in terms of face stuff. We could potentially play around with ley lines or that kind of thing. There's some Cobalt Crest stuff that deals with some specialized types of magic that could be used here and there. And then so most of the stuff that's going on, there's be plenty of normal Dungeons and Dragons stuff, but there'll be like a leaning towards the Fae, and within the Fae, I think there'll be a leaning towards like hags and their machinations. So,
I would like to play a Warforged made out of cold iron, please.
That would be dope.
Okay then. I was joking. I was joking until that reaction.
Like especially like, and depending on how long, like that would be, I would imagine if Warforged exists in the world, that if something like this were to happen, somebody would have the idea, like, oh, what would work really well?
That's a case for, in my mind, that's a case for it not having been generations ago, because I don't think that, I don't know, like my brain thinks when hearing this setting, like not immediately after, but within a generation seems like the juicy part.
Yeah.
Where we sort of figured out enough how it works to not immediately die, but we also haven't had enough time as a civilization to like adjust.
Mm-hmm. I like
But
that.
that's just my vote.
Yeah, that totally can work. And we can decide how much is known about why things are the way they are, or why it happened, or that kind of thing. And then other than that, I'm pretty open to whatever people want to add into the world as we do things. I've written a number of, questions and that kind of stuff that can be talked. I can send out after microscope about, different things that, people could make to add to the world and that kind of thing. So
Very nice. So we have Daggerheart stuff ready to go. We have microscope into Kregness nonsense, theoretically ready to go at any time.
Yep.
Crystal, you mentioned some slight hesitation about Daggerheart. Do you still want to do Daggerheart next week, or do we want to microscope next week and give you an extra week to prep? Or
I would appreciate an extra week, but I don't know how much of that is like an extra week will do me good, and how much of that is just I get nervous about running things always.
So we should definitely do Daggerheart next week to just rip the Band-Aid off. So we should do Daggerheart tomorrow, is what I'm hearing. Like right now, we've still got like another hour before we normally leave. Like,
what will make you feel the happiest, even if you don't do anything until next Saturday? Or I mean, like, the day before the session.
I think having a little bit more time. So if we do microscope next and then Daggerheart, because then I can force myself to read the book some most days, especially because I have someone who will yell at me about it.
If you want me to yell at you about it anyway.
You'll do it anyway. You've been
all right. Kregness,
Like
next week microscope work for you?
Sounds great.
All right.
All right.
I don't words hard. But yeah, it sounds like we have a plan as a group for the next two big campaigns. Now that we've finished Seafaring.
Say whether they last 5 years.
Yeah.
I
2031, here we
at
come.
least mine lasting that long. Like I said, lower key, lower stakes. I'm sure we'll level more quickly and that kind of thing. It's
All right.
Frankly, that was my plan for the Seafaring campaign, but
How'd that work out for you?
I mean, to be fair, we were playing 2 games too, so. But it was fun the whole time. So there you go. That's why we do it. All right. Well, as we wind down the stream, hope you had fun. Hope you're able to laugh, even if it was at our expense. We hope that if anything's weighing on you, it feels a little lighter after hanging out online with friends. And we'll see you next campaign. Bye.
Bye.
I'm excited for both of these things.